into being monetarily locked into staying that place, no movability, you know. So I said, now my son and daughter, they're not locked into nothing. I thought maybe they got the right idea, you know what I mean? So anyhow, I said, look, I said, I won't tell you, and this is one decision that I really made. I said, I really love you. You love me and everything, you know, and all. I got to go to school, you know. I got to go to art school. I said, I all of a sudden realized that all these other things I was doing was putting off going to school. They were just digressions to make sure I really didn't want to do them, to really go to school, to really be an artist. So when I did be an artist, I had got that all out of my system. I figured that out. Everything was getting in my way up to this point, you know. So I'm 30 years old now. I figure I'm going to go to school now, see? So she said, oh, I said, look, I'm going, you know. I really would like you to come with me, you know, but if you don't, I definitely understand it, but I'm going to school. She said, all right, we'll go with you. I said, I just really appreciate it, you know, but I'm going. See, there's a decision that I knew that if I made it, no matter what, I had to stick by it. I knew that no matter what, this time, I was not going to get deterred from at least trying to be an artist, you know. And that's what I did. And we went to school, and right away we get 2 kids, you know. And I had made a deal with her, you know. I said, if you have them, because I love kids, you know, I really love kids. I said, if you have them, you know, because I can't have them, you know, I'll take care of them. Don't worry about a thing, see. And not knowing I would be in school at the time. Well, we had them, and, you know, so I'm up at nights with them, you know, and all the time come in, the kid is on the floor, and I'm sleeping, so we got to get the bottle back in the, now I got to go to school. English class we had in the morning. English, I didn't care if, you know, the participles are hanging, dangling, or just messing around. I really didn't care about that, see? And so Emily did, so I would use English class to sleep, and I would start snoring, and then it would interrupt the class. So Emily, the nice guy, he said, Don, he said, come here, I gotta tell you, look, here's what you do, look. He said, I understand you have the problems, the kids and all at home, I understand things. So he said, if you just show up in the back of the auditorium and sleep, I give you a seat, okay? I said, hey, all right, no problem, no problem. And that's how I got through English class. You know, so I went to Kutztown State Teachers College outside of Reading, Pennsylvania, little Pennsylvania Dutch town there, Kutztown, you know, ja, wie geht's, you know, 11 and ring baloney high. It's really good. And so I went there. Anyhow, let me get that's kind of how I got into it. All right, but when I went to, I was a painter, because I was painting, and one day Harold Mance came down. I was in my senior year, and Harold came up and he said, Don, he said, how come I never see you down at pawn shop? I said, where is it? He said, down in the cellar. I said, oh, all right. So I come down. He says, you got good hands. The first thing he says, you got good hands, you know, good moves. You come on down. So I said, oh, okay. So I came down, and he said, now here's the way you do it. They had a, you know, wheel like this, you know, this type of wheel. And I was doing it. Oh, I see. And I sit down and start throwing pots, you know. He said, you ever throw pots before? I said, no, I never threw it before. I said, Jesus, that's exactly right. You just do it. There was never a time, he didn't tell me before that it was hard to center. And it was difficult to get things on the wheel. And nobody told me the degree of difficulty, see? Or to probably wiped out, you know. And I just started throwing because I knew how to throw right away. Because I knew how to ride a bicycle. I knew how to, see, that's what learning, like just being able to transfer knowledge is really important. See, if you know how to stand up, you can damn near center. Because the centering is here. Don't you see what I mean? You know? And it's just like when the first kill I ever loaded, all right, was at Alfred. And I told Val, I said, look, Val, I had all these pots out there in the kill room. I said, I want to learn how to stack a kill. He said, well, we're all going over the ledges and drinking. I said, look, I know how to drink, see, but I don't know how to stack a kill. I know how to do that. He said, okay, so just put all that stuff in there. I said, okay, you know. So I loaded the kill, you know. So Val came back and he said, hey, did you get the kill all loaded? I said, yeah. He said, what'd you do with the rest of the pieces? I said, what rest of the pieces? You mean you got them all in there? I said, yeah. He said, you know, I said, I know they're playing a dummy. You can't stick them together, you know. It was very simple, see. If I can pack a moving van with 2.5 houses of furniture, I can pack a little bitty damn old kill. You know, you just transfer that knowledge. Same thing, right? So you really know how, I think we really all know how to do a lot more than we think we know how to do. We just haven't had the right hookups to get the knowledge transferred, you know. That's really important, you see what I mean? And so I always knew how to do clay. So I figured, man, what more can I ask for? You know, I don't have to learn nothing. No, you know, I mean, you know, you got to learn. You know, what it is, you know. I don't have to work up to doing it. See, I was really good. See, the painters were trying to make me work up to painting because they had given me problems doing an abstract expressionist painting, a pointillist painting, a dada painting. And why was I doing all those people's paintings? You know, I want to do my own paintings right away. See. Anyhow, that's the way it went. But Harold Mance never fired a kill. See? And I stayed there that whole night, you know, made all these pots, or these these objects. And Harold came and said, wow, been here all night, huh? I said, yeah, really, Alan? He said, well, he said, that's no good. He said, that's no good. He said, so he wiped them all out. And I said, make another one. See, which meant, you know, let's be a little selective, you know, make another one, you know. So I said, all right, but he never fired me. I didn't need him fired, you know, because I graduated. So then I was in Dover, New Jersey. I wanted to do clay, so I went to this little flower pot place, and they gave me a ceramic kiln that was had a hopper underneath, you know, a flame came around it, you know what I mean? It was a ceramic kiln, see? And so the guy said, if you can move it, you can have it. A little knowing. So after myself, 2 brother-in-laws, and a friend get 3 hernias apiece, we moved the thing finally down to the woods behind my house, see? And so I'm really an engineering expert, you know, because I figured we needed a big stovepipe, see? So I made this big stovepipe going up, and I anchored it to guy wires, but I put the guy wires on the trees, you know, some of the trees. I'm really good at that kind of stuff, you know, really an engineering thing. So I would fire it, not knowing, just get it as fast as I could, get it going up there, you know, get it going really hot. I didn't know about combs or anything, you know, so I just would take had a metal rod and I'd stick in there. When it was really sticky, I figured it had to melt, you know, and it was sticky, it was all done, and then I opened the door. I never had shivering, crazing, spiraling, nothing until I went to Alfred, you know, and all these problems came up. See, of course, I'm using, you know, a stoneware clay and using Amico, you know, Dalmatian, you know, Amico, right? The gunmetal was big. Moss antique green, that was a big green there, and all those wonderful glazes, you know. Hey, I had a good time. Hey, I did, you know. And so I was sell these, you know, so I had these little, and so I made a little stand down by the highway, see, handmade pottery, see, and I get there and see, nobody would stop, you know, the cars go by, and that's why. Every now and then I want to slow down and get all nervous, you know, nothing would happen, and I had a garden at the time, just said, well, I'll take some vegetables down, you know, so people would stop to buy the vegetables, they'd never buy a pot, so I would end up, instead of putting the vegetables in bags, I'd just put them in pots and give them the pots for the vegetables. They really like that, you know. And I like getting rid of them, because what are you going to do with them? Bunch of animal pots and everything. Well, I used to do all that kind of stuff, you know. That's why I figured I had to go to Alfred to learn what the hell I was doing, you know, if I was going to do this stuff, you know, like for a living, you know. We just pop those there. Oh. Just pop those away here. See, look, all right? This is a nice form. I mean, I know we got to hollow it out, but I mean, look, isn't that nice there and there? See, I work with that. That's where I would get an idea for a form right there. I say, son of a. And then I would take this off and I'd make one. You know, that's really. I really like that form. It's really nice. I mean, it's got a fit now, but there's. Boy, they're just there. I mean, it's just. Man, they're just there all the time. You know, God, you can't get away from it. I'm going to set this down again. It takes me a long time to do this, isn't it? Are you disappointed? I hope you're not. We'll have some more work, don't worry. But see, it's very hard to talk about any one segment of clay or art or anything, isn't it, without talking about the whole, you know? Really, really hard, you know? It's like trying to talk about one little piece of yourself, you know? Boy, got nice hair. The rest of it's, you know, he doesn't have much of it. I really feel I gotta really compress it. And I am now taking, well, like I would be doing at home, you know. I take quite a bit of time right here at this point to stop that about the cracking, you know. And I really found that does help stop that cracking. And this clay, buddy, we'll find out what it is. Do you remember what it was?
I've got it back.
Okay, we'll have it up for you in a board something. But I usually have about 10, 12% grog in it.
10%.
And about 30% or so AP green fire clay, heavy fire clay, and then some stoneware clay and stuff to hold it together. And you know, that's why one other reason why I don't have so much cracking. I think, you know.
It's let's see, 50% gold art.
What was it?
50% gold art, 30% AP green, 10% Nephilim cyanide, 10% feldspar, potash feldspar, 10% grog.
That comes out to 110%.
That's what it is.
Right. Well, that figures. That's good. That's what Reitz is supposed to do. Get up to, that's about 102 or 6. You know? Right. Right. Yeah.
Is that a body you salt with or not?
Yeah, right, yeah, right. You can salt with anything, you know. I mean, anything else. It'll all salt. It just does different things. See, that's all. Actually, the gold art clay salts a nice, just by itself. I mean, salts a nice toasty color, you know. And the AP green is a lot darker because of all the iron, you know. That's an interesting rim, isn't it? Look here. See, it's starting to turn in. It's not bad, huh? This thickness here. Okay. Can you see what I'm talking about here? See how the rim is starting to turn in there a bit? I kind of like that. Okay. Okay. I think I'll do something with that. You just got to kind of play around until something starts working, you know? Just figure out what's happening. And obviously, I know you won't believe this, but I got to shut up a minute. Got it.
Yes, we do. Okay. What we do is we take your name and phone number and we'll put the classes together.
It's just a little bit soft.
The evening classes are 7%. That 45,000. Basic tools.
I don't want to make another one like that. We just made one like that. Always doing that. I'm afraid we lost it, so we'll just have to do it and talk. Why don't you, well, you go. What time's it getting to be? 5:12? Okay. While y'all go to lunch, I'll make another one. I know something to say for another one. I just want to make it. I'm having trouble making this. I'm going to rather do it now. But it's okay. So, why don't we take a break? Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
All right. Why don't we take a break? Keep pushing. I go here and hold it, and then I hold it there. And the clay, but most of it is sort of downward, like so. See, pushing in, maybe from here. See, actually you're pushing from here, you know, and coming out. Then, when I start getting this sort of mushroom thing, I slide down, see, to bring that down into the clay. You got to feel like you're pushing the clay, see. You can't stand there and let the clay go boom, 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 you know. But you can't go too fast either. I don't have the wheel. If you have the wheel going like that, you'll never center it. See? The turbo force just will throw you right off. So you just sort of go a little more gently. And just sort of, now with this plate, I open up a little wider than most people, I guess, you know. And I'm pushing with the left hand, I'm pushing down with the heel. And this hand is sort of guiding it down, see, as it's going. See? I'm never letting it mushroom roll over and get air in there. See, I'm always feeling that I can push the clay. I'm always ahead of the clay, see, pushing it down so I can feel it moving in front of my hand, you know. Same way when I'm throwing. When I'm throwing, I go there, but I'm always pushing into this hand, so I'm squeezing the clay up. I'm never pulling the particles apart, see. I'm always throwing, putting the clay under compression. Then you have a good tension set up in the wall, see. I'll just slide down here. See, I'm going to slide down here like this and keep the clay scooting out on the bottom. Okay. Sometimes when I talk about it, I get confused. Okay. Just give me a minute here. I'll just. Now, when I teach about throwing, somebody go over that one time? Maybe I'll just go over how I do that time. Maybe I will. I'll show you about that.